Pisces, welcome to your Celtic Cross reading. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. We're going to start by pulling you a general overview first, and then we will build your baseline. What is going on, please, for that Piscean collective? Show me what I need to see, please, for Pisces. What is going on? Show me, Pisces. What is going on, please, for Pisces? Authority. Oh, my. The Emperor energy standing in our power. Yes, you might have some very strong Aries in your chart. Could be connecting to one. That's not the point. Standing in our power, standing in our authority, our sense of direction, our sense of do right. I know what's best. I know what's going on. I know how to speak up for me and mine. I know what my interests are, and I know how to execute them thusly. Some of you are having to be very strong-willed at this time. Let's see what is going on. I'm a person of authority. Don't mess with me. Yes? Excellent. Very good. And then also there might be some significant energy coming up in next spring, specifically Aries season. What's going on, please? And also for the 4th of any given month might be important to you. Show me what I need to see, please, for Pisces. What's going on for the Piscean collective? Show me. Let's do one more. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Piscean collective. What's going on? Okay, what's going on? Current energy, strength. You might have some very strong lead in your chart. Seeing a lot of dominance in you today. I like it. You might have some very strong fire in there. Strength of will. What's crossing you? Page of Cups. Nothing too crazy. That's all right. That's okay. You know, some of you, there might be some incoming communication revolving the heart space. I don't know that it's necessarily making you happy. It might be a lack of communication, or you're showing a certain strength of resolve not to send the Page of Cups out. We'll see. What's hovering around you? Your particular truth. So the Ace of Swords, this is our knowledge of truth, something that we know unequivocally to be true, but also action. Do we know how to act on what we know to be true? So it's not just thought, it's also sword. We're going to use the sword. You got some decision energy around you, yeah? What is relevant to your past? Breakage, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's at this time. Let's go ahead and throw that out there right now, because you have more than your fair share of cross watchers. Take it resonates, leave it does not. Reverse energies as it applies. Cross watchers, same. Yep. Okay, I already have a sneaking suspicion. What's on the exit? Temperance. You kind of understand that something here cannot be healed. Some of you had a recent break with something or somebody, and it's kind of like, I understand to some extent that this situation may not be healed. You don't seem to be too happy about the communication. In fact, I strongly suspect you're not letting anything out right now. You're not revealing any of your heart space, even if it's the smallest of degrees. The Page of Cups, that's my business. I'm not ready to talk to you right now. That's how it's coming across. Near future, King of Cups, that's a little better. That's more like you, yeah? That's better. Getting back into touch with your heart space, getting it full again, getting it on point again, getting more comfortable with your sense of waters, who you are, what you're about. This is your natural state of grace energy. This is good. Your intuition's back in a healthy place. Your strengths is the sun. You want to be happy. That's the long and short of it. That's our strengths. We want to live by the laws of the sun. We want to be happy. Yes? Okay. If that's what you want, that's what I want for you. Your environment is too full of doubt. You have a lot of doubts about something in your environment, something that you are struggling to come to terms with, and it's on your mind. It is on your mind. I can't say that it's not. Your hopes and your fears. 3 of Wands. Should you wait? Do you have something to wait for? Is it even worth the bother? Is it worth the fuss? You don't know. Should you have hope for something? And I have to agree with you in this respect. I think the 3 of Wands is really probably the best representation of hopes and fears. And so in the Celtic Cross, typically that is a traditional slot placement, is hopes and fears. If you've ever wondered why it's called that, it's because typically our hopes are often a reflection of our fears. And there's really no better representation of that feeling than the 3 of Wands. Do I have something to hope for, or do I not? Because hope is what makes us human. It really does. Hope is a distinct feature of being human. And it's one of the reasons why we celebrate as humans, and it's one of the reasons why we often feel damned, too. because hope can be a beautiful thing and it can be a destructive thing. And that's why I always warn people with the Three of Wands. It's all well and good to hope, but you need to know that there is something worth hoping and waiting for. And that's exactly what you're thinking too. Am I right to hope for this or not? Am I right to wait for this or not? And it does seem to have love energy tied to it. We'll see. The outcome, Seven of Cups. I think you're leaning towards hope. Who else had that? And the outcome. And there was many a shuffle between you and them. I want to say it was Scorpio. Just in case. If you have some Scorpio in your chart, check theirs out. So your energy seems to be on the move. And it's coming from a place of determination. As we opened immediately, there was like no confusion about that. Authority, i.e. Emperor, standing in our power. It's looking like you recently experienced some sort of breakage. It does not have to be with a love partner, a love union, a significant other, a boyfriend, girlfriend. This could be anyone whom you understand there is breakage with, and you strongly question the validity of healing it. Is there still hope for this? You don't know. And it seems to be in your day-to-day sphere of mental activity with the Seven of Swords. You have doubts. Should you continue to hope for this one particular connection? Because all you know, honey, is that you want to be happy. It's literally under your strength. So you know this to be true. You know that you want to live under the sun. It's the happiest card in tarot. Yeah, look how happy that is. Beautiful, right? We got a unicorn, we got a baby riding that unicorn, we're happy in the sun, we're frolicking, we're free, right? This is what we want. And the idea is, am I going to get it with this particular situation and or person? I don't know. Let's find out. Underlying Six of Cups for some of you. Yeah, we got some soul bond energy here, nostalgia. Someone whom we've known for a long time, many a year. Many a moon. Let's take a look at the strength, please. It's the way your Page of Cups is crossing, and you're showing a certain level of strength and resolve regarding a particular break. I don't believe somebody's on the receiving end of your particular communication at this time. You being a water sign, we're all about the emotional investment, and right now you not invest in your cup, and it's looking like it's a matter of pride to you. Let's take a look at that strength. Yes. Show me strength, please. Show me strength, please. Now, what's interesting to me is your exiting position is Temperance, healing. It's exiting. Some of you are giving up hope on healing this particular situation, or should you even bother? That's what you're trying to figure out. Show me strength, please. Show me strength. Yeah, like I said right there on the split. Six of Swords with Temperance. Moving on from this idea of healing. Or moving on because you've healed yourself to your own way and moved forward in a different direction. I don't know. Somebody once screamed at me in the comments, and I mean screaming. You know when somebody types in all caps, they're super serious. So when somebody screams at you in all caps, they want your attention, right? And is it, why do you, as in me, always do this? They always show endings and that it's an ending and that they're going to find someone new. Because that's what people do. I'm not the one pulling Death, Five of Pentacles in the world, honey. That's the cards. That's the collective energy. There's not to be done about it. My job is to interpret. My point is, and your point is, according to your baseline, something went down, okay? And you're not necessarily convinced that it can be fixed. That's what you're trying to figure out. Ace of Swords. You know? To cut or not to cut. I just want you to trust in yourself. You're heading back into a good emotional direction regardless. So I'm most likely going to default to whatever it is you choose as being correct. So long as I don't see energy fragmentation, then it's correct for you. Okay? But if you have misgivings and doubts that are substantial, I'll see it. Show me strength, please. Show me strength, please, for this Pisces. What is going on? Show me strength, please, for Pisces. Show me strength. Do me a favor. If you know a Cancer, if you're connected to a Cancer, give them a hug, okay? They had one of the most difficult readings I've seen in a very long time, and I mean difficult. And I know you tell me, Christina, you give me difficult readings all the time. It's not you, it's everybody. So when I tell you somebody got a difficult reading, that's what that means. It was not easy. So if you're connected to a Cancer and you haven't heard from them in a while, check in on them, please, would you? Give them some support. Do you know shit? Ten of Swords, you don't say. This is what I'm talking about. People, honey, don't shoot the messenger. Cross-watcher, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Go ahead and thumbs me down if you want to. Okay? You saw me shuffle. You saw me split the deck. It is what it is. There is a rather dramatic break here. And it looked dramatic. Pisces, I believe it was you that triggered it. I do. And I don't mean pointing at you as in I accuse you, j'accuse. No, I'm not accusing you, Pisces. I'm saying, according to the ID energetic signature I'm seeing today, I'm looking at a Pisces who said, you know what? That's it. As we say in the South, it be done. Okay? Texas. As we say in the South, honey, it be done. So, I'm not trying to laugh at you or your pain. I'm a real person, and when energy hits me a certain way, when it's strong like that, when it's swift like that, I too have a reaction. I'm not a Mayo reader, honey. I got personality. I feel things in real time. Again, you want proof of that? Go check out Cancer's reading. I cried. So, yours is difficult, but for different reasons. It's coming under your energy as in I had to do this. Okay, you ripped the band-aid hard. You ripped a band-aid on somebody real hard. So the Tower and the Ten of Swords, you might have some strong Scorpio in your chart, honey. Ooh, I ain't trying to fuck with that Pisces today. So, you need to do what you need to do. Okay? I don't know what happened. I don't know what went down. But you're showing me a strength of resolve that A, I had to deal with it personally. I had to make that decision. I had to stand in my power. 2, I am willing to accept the fallout and or consequences of said thing. So not only did you trigger it, you're accepting responsibility for it. And you're kind of standing by it quite firmly. Your energy is feeling firm as fuck to me today. You got your 2 Piscean feet planted on the ground and you're not budging. Something happened. It was kind of sizable. It might have been very loud, disruptive, dramatic. And the Tower isn't always dramatic, but it can be very loud and it can be very disruptive. Sometimes it's a soft tower. This is not a soft tower. This is a loud tower. I don't know what happened, honey, but it hit you hard and your reaction was to cut it immediately. You are all sorts of pissed off. I'm not typically used to seeing you like this. And that's, honey, do you have any idea how hard you have to push on a Pisces before they do something like this? Pisces, you are flexible. Like you are the head of the mutable signs. You can't get much more flexible than Piscean energy. They will work with you. They will try to referee. They will neutralize. They will try to balance. They will harmonize. Any way possible before they do something like this. So when I say I'm looking at a Pisces that got pissed off in all the wrong ways, something loud and disruptive went down and you're like, I'm not having it. So I don't know what that is to you. It looks like it just happened. It just happened. We're talking like upwards to 10 days ago, possibly 2 weeks. It's fresh. It's like this. It's flapping like a fish, as you know. Nah, I ain't trying to fuck with that Pisces. Wow. I typically don't, I mean, again, I don't mean to laugh out of disrespect. It's just, if you see things how I see them, you would understand why my intense reaction is in direct reaction to yours. That's hardcore, man. That's intense. Shit. Which reminds me, I'm going to be releasing t-shirts soon. And Pisces, one of your qualities I've listed under your t-shirts is literally flexibility. This is non-negotiable. I'm kind of being, I want to be nosy. I want to know what that was. I want to know what that was to make you react like that. Damn, I don't know when it went down, but it was serious. I might do a little dig and see what happened there. I don't know. Show me that Page of Cups. In the challenging, it looks like you shut down your communication. Like you're not getting any more emotionality out of me. No. No apologies either. So the Page of Cups is also sometimes an apology card. It kind of depends on its position and what's going on around it. You're not issuing any apology. Whew, damn. Again, standing in your power. Okay. Wow. Honey, I've seen some folks put their foot down, but damn. Show me that. Show me that Page of Cups, please, in the challenge. Show me that Page of Cups, please, in the challenge. I rarely see you like this, honey. It's really rolling on me. The Fool. Six of Swords. Yeah, you've already made the Damn. I'm going to call you Cool Breeze. I'm going to start calling you Cool Breeze, honey. You out. Like you are out. Like you're not. You're just not having it. You just, oh no. Wow. You're like, I'm on a new journey. I'm out. I'm out. Peace out. I'm not having it. Jeez. And you communicated it too, and that's like the last year. Ooh. I was just about to say, that's the last you're going to hear from me. Some of you actually said that to whomever you broke ties with, and that's you're never going to hear from me again. Wow. Wow. You will never hear from me again. I'm out. I don't know who this is to you. You might have some Aquarius in your chart too. They can kind of have swift, strong, powerful reactions like that. But you're telling me no more communication. That's the last you're going to hear from me. Hear you saying it. I'm out. I'm out the door. I'm the Fool. I'm taking off in a different direction. You can't stop me. I'm not turning around. You've communicated this. Six of Swords, you're out. Like, that's double honey. Okay. Strength, the resilience, the resolve to deal with something that came in rather swift, loudly, and crashing. It came into conflict with whatever it is that you understood to stand in your power, or it was in direct conflict with your sense of pride, self, or well-being. That's all I know. And that's a lot of conflict to come in direct opposition to your well-being. So something here might have been physically harmful to you, or you had such a strong reaction to something or a situation that came in so powerfully and so oppositional to your will, okay, that you stood in your power and you said, okay, here's what we're going to do with that. I'm out. And you're not offering any apology for it. You've communicated thusly that you're out. Damn. Damn, Gina. Damn. It was almost like the release you needed. That's what's crazy to me, though. Because the Fool's here, and he's a spiritual guy. He's a happy spiritual guy. The Fool doesn't know he's a fool. He's just ready for a new adventure. That's what it was, wasn't it? It was the release you needed. You will never hear from me again. It was like the release you needed. It's almost joyous to you. There was something you were looking for a long time to release you from this. You finally got proof or evidence of it, and then you said, I'm out. You will never hear from me again. It was the release you needed. It was almost like a permission, wasn't it? Wow, Pisces. How very powerful. You share as you see fit always. I take pride in the comment section that is our community. I keep it open for a reason. A lot of tarot readers do not, and I know why. It's a pain in the ass. But the reason I insist on keeping it open and keeping the comments clean, and I monitor them myself, okay, which is why I was still cross-watchers. Be careful, because I do monitor comments. I want people to share. I want you to share with each other what your moment was, as you feel comfortable. You don't have to, but as you feel comfortable. And that's why I always say, as you see fit. I want you guys to exchange information, though. For many of you, this happened all within the past couple of weeks. No more than months. It was the release you needed, baby. It was the release you needed. Holy shit. Honey, I haven't seen something like this for you, and I can't even remember. It's powerful, though. Yes. Yes, please do share. Share your experiences. That way you know you're not an island and that you're not alone in this craziness, whatever happened here. People need to know. That's why I insist on keeping the comments open. It's a community, and I want people to treat it as such. We never feel so powerful as when we can relate to other people. And we know we're not alone and we're not isolated. And that these experiences aren't just unique to us. They are unique as individuals. How you experience it is going to be different from how someone else's experiences, but the point is that you guys can resonate and you can see it in each other. So when I get powerful movements like this in a collective, that means a good chunk of you. Okay? And I don't want you to think that this was just happening to you. It's not, I promise. I got some massive shifting for Pisces, and I'm like, fuck yeah, because I've seen your readings, honey. I've been there. I've been wanting to see massive change for you guys for a long time. It's here. Whatever it is that's been holding you up, holding you back, causing you harm, causing you conflict, conflict of self, how you were whatever it is. Pushing past it, honey. So give yourself that credit. I'm sorry it was so loud, and I'm sorry it was so painful, and it might have even been traumatic. I hope not. I well and truly hope not. But it propelled you forward, whatever this is. And you will never hear from me again. Shit. Go Pisces. And I say that with respect. If you've been around the channel, you've heard me say it before. Get to where you need to be. Get to where you need to be, by hook or by crook. This is not where you need it to be. Thus the Tower. So while I hope it did not harm you, it looks like it did its job. It was the change you needed. Like I said, it was the release for you, just waiting to happen. Now may you be released. What is hovering? The truth. And how to act in the coordinates to that truth. Yeah, I say you had some incoming truth. That's what it looks like to me. Show me that Ace of Swords, please. Show me that Ace of Swords, please. Show me that Ace of Swords. Show me that Ace of Swords. Oh, yes, baby. The truth shall set you free. Yes? It may not be the truth you want. But that doesn't make it any less of a truth, yes? The sun. Living by your truth. There you are, honey. There you are. There you are. There you are. No shit, the truth will set you free. It does feel like you're free. It really does feel like you're free. Like it was the permission you needed to move forward. That's all I care about. Get to where you need to be. Tarot isn't about me telling you what to do. It's about you telling me what you're doing. The whole point of tarot, as I see it, is to demonstrate to people that they in fact have choice. You're telling me you have choice and you are executing your choices. Fuck yes. You understand what your truth is. And you're taking up your sword beautifully to live that truth. So you keep on keeping on. Your sun is in your strengths. It's also reflected in your Ace of Swords. You are abiding fully and actively by your intuition. You're saying that is my truth and I will abide by that particular law. I made a vow to myself as of this situation to live by the sun and my High Priestess energy, which is you. It's good to see you again. You are following both your mind as well as your feeling, which is good. I say this all the time. Those two are not meant to be mutually exclusive. Human beings are meant to operate by their knowledge, for which we have big brains for a reason, and their intuition. They're meant to live side by side. You are doing both. This is what I know. This is what I feel. And under those guidance systems, I will find my sun. This is your truth and you're sticking to it. Your relevant past, very relevant. Here's that Five of Pentacles, rather explosive here. Show me that Five of Pentacles, please. Show me that Five of Pentacles, please. Show me that Five of Pentacles. Show me that Five of Pentacles. Show me that Five of Pentacles. Show me that Five of Pentacles, please, for the relevant past, Pisces. Oh, honey, you got me all psyched up. Show me this. Real tarot, real life. Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. It has been something that was growing with you. And it was kind of a passive feeling in the past. Passive as in you weren't sure, but you felt it. It started to become a growing thing in you, the Queen of Wands. Growing sense of confidence, but it was being executed on a page. This break. The Five of Pentacles. I am seeing the passage of time. You suspected the break in your relevant past, and I say suspected because there is the passage of time here. You kept your eye on this concept, Page of Swords, as things began to emerge and your confidence began to grow as you understood, or felt rather, where this was headed. I told you, I'm looking at a Pisces, that this was the thing that set you free. It's like you had permission. You had a sneaking suspicion shit was going to go down, and it did. And a part of you had even wondered if maybe you couldn't cut it off before whatever this was happened. If you should just break it yourself. But you held yourself back because your confidence hadn't developed yet. It was still a page. When pages execute large-scale concepts, like the Wheel of Fortune or heads of state, king and queen of anything, those are heads of state. When you see those concepts, major arcana, etc., resting on pages, it's typically hypothetical. You're growing into the idea. In the relevant past, you were growing into the idea, but didn't have confidence to cut this thing off before it took the shape that it did. But you had a sneaking suspicion, Pisces, because you're highly intuitive. You're just very quiet about it. That it was going to head in this direction anyway, and you kind of wondered maybe if you shouldn't do the deed yourself earlier. But what went down is what went down. And now you're like, you know what? Now I'm free. What is exiting? This notion of fixing. And that's one of the things that delayed you from actively breaking on your own accord earlier. You still had this thought in you that perhaps you could fix the situation, heal it, give it more time. So that's why when you contemplated about breaking this of your own will earlier, you didn't do it because you probably still retained hope for fixing whatever this was. Until, boom, that tower came crashing in. Ten of Swords. It hurt you in terms of your feeling, your pride, your sense of well-being, all of it. Okay. And so those traces of hope for healing have now begun to wane or exit. This is your exiting energy, is Temperance. Okay. If you had well and truly thought you could continue to heal this situation, this would be forward. But it's backwards. Okay. Show me Temperance, please. Show me Temperance, please. Show me Temperance, please. Sagittarian energy does not have to be. I'm also seeing strong aspects in you of Leo, possibly. And then also again, Sag, some strong fire regardless. Three of Swords, pain, you couldn't. It was pain. Three of Swords. Too much pain in the heart space. Too much pain in the heart space and not enough action to rectify the situation. The Hanged Man, it was a stagnant pain that never improved. Seven of Pentacles, you felt this was coming. If you had more proof of healing whatever the hell this was before whatever went down, you would have had more evidence by now. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords, long-standing pain and sneaking suspicion. Was it a third-party thing? Doesn't have to be, but there is a sense of betrayal here. Don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these tarot readers. Oh, Three of Swords, it's third party. I don't do that. I need a lot more evidence. And the way this comes in, as swiftly as it did, and as harshly as that did, yeah, for some of you that's true. It was a long-standing thing too, and it would not heal. The Hanged Man. There was no new perspective about a long-standing issue between you and someone else. That is outstanding pain. That time, again, Seven of Pentacles is time. Temperance is time. Time could not erase the fear or the shadow of doubt. In fact, it wasn't lessening. It wasn't growing. Nothing was happening. In terms of validity of healing, the pain would not go away. There was no new perspective. It didn't seem to get worse, but it didn't seem to get better. That's literally what this is. The fear, the pain, the frustration. It didn't get worse, but it didn't get better. That's why it's on the exit. You have given up hope on healing this thing, but I will say reasonably given up hope. Again, it's literally like the case of the truth has set you free. And it's like you're telling yourself, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I felt it, and I will never not trust myself again. I will never not trust my sense of feeling again. I knew it. I knew it is what you're telling me. Something like that. I don't know. But there is a long-standing sense of stagnant betrayal energy here that neither got worse nor did it get better. You had told me you were even thinking about doing the thing yourself much earlier prior to this, but you hadn't worked up the nerve. Okay, and that's not an accusation. It's just you were looking for proof that maybe things would be okay, or that it wasn't like that. This could be a family thing. This could be a friend thing. It could be a love thing. You take it as it applies to you. Okay, I don't know. But you want to abide by the laws of your own happiness, sense of feeling, and intuition, and you're like, moving forward, that is both my sword and shield. You're telling me. Excuse me. Okay, in your near future, King of Cups, your energy will become resplendent once more. You will be calmer once more. You will feel much more in your heart space, much more capable than you were. Your natural state of grace energy, okay? Not the King and Queen of Swords, not the King and Queen of Wands, not the King and Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups. That's where you belong, okay? It's like I will never forsake my knowledge and my feeling, my intuition, ever again, right? Honey, if you want to live under the sun, I'm rooting for you. I want you to get there too. Show me that King of Cups, please, for Pisces. I just had a song pop into my head. I don't think I can repeat it. I'll get in trouble. I can't repeat it, Pisces. I'll get in trouble. I can't. But it's like I just heard it. It's almost like a celebration victory song. Pisces. It's move, B-I-T-C-H, get out the way, get out the way. Oh, yeah, I can kind of see that. Again, I'm not trying to make light of it. It's my job to report, and that's what hit my ears right now, right when I was about to shuffle. It's like, get out of the way. The Devil, the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, yeah. You are really showing me a certain level of determination to cut out toxicity as it relates to your heart space. You're being kind of harsh, but if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. Capricorn energy as well as Cancer energy does not have to be. The Knights of Swords, you're taking action towards it. But it's coming from your best interest. In the King of Cups, you are trying to release your strong emotional attachment to that which you have found to be very difficult, problematic, toxic, or something that you felt chained to. You no longer want to associate your love energy, or rather in-love energy, with that. You understand and recognize to some extent that you should not be emotionally attached to it anymore. Being a water sign, this is a very hard thing to do. So while I see you cut it out in reality and you split and you're like, you will never hear from me again, now the real work begins. You understood you could not heal this situation. The pain was too stagnant and too long-standing. Like I said, it neither improved nor got better, okay? It didn't get better and it didn't get worse until one day you got definitive proof. Now, the reality of the situation of you separating is there. It's up front. You can't miss it, okay? You'd have to be day one on the job as an intern tarot reader to screw that one up. But this is where we get the real complexity. Being a water sign, what we do in reality, okay, fine. But our emotions are often the last thing to catch up. So now you have the tricky job, okay, of trying to separate your emotions from that which you identify now. This was a bad job. I was in love with this person. It is what it is. It's the truth of it. Don't be ashamed of it. King of Cups and Queen of Cups, they are never ashamed of their feelings. That's the whole point of being an emotionally mature person. I can admit I was in love with this person and it was probably toxic. It was probably no good for me. I could admit that. I'm a mature person. I have big feelings, but I'm also not a schmuck, right? Yeah. It's a little harsh, it's a little swift, but you need to do what you need to do. Okay? This is you kind of attacking your feelings for whatever this was. Trying to cut out the feelings. Be patient with yourself. Okay? I know a part of it feels like a fool for hanging on to this as long as you did. But again, honey, keep the prize in mind, and that's your freedom. You're now released from the situation, and now you have the harder job of releasing your emotions from the situation. This is going to take a little more time. Be patient with yourself. Be kind with yourself. I know you got Big Daddy energy over there. That's what I call the Emperor, Big Daddy. Okay. I know you got Big Daddy energy. I know your pride was affected and your strength was affected. I know. I know. And I hope it was not so detrimental as that it caused you real physical harm. But now the real work begins. Separating your emotions from this. So if you are well and truly a King or Queen of Cups, sex is irrelevant. Recognize your feelings for what it was. That you indeed were in love with something that probably wasn't very good for you. Own it, acknowledge it, accept it for what it is, learn from it what you need to learn so you won't do it again. What else is the point of being the King and Queen of Cups if we can't own our shit? And you know, honey, the Chariot being there, our swiftest vehicle of being in love, you likely came by your feelings for this person in an honest way. I'm sure your feelings for them were honest. Which is probably why it hurts so damn bad. That's what it is to be the King, Queen of Cups. That's what it is to be a water creature. This is our real work. When we have to transform our feelings like this. Separation on the surface is easy by comparison. And like I said, it takes so much to push Pisces in that direction. It takes so much to push you in that direction. A lot. And cross watchers, I can't, you know. Well, the way you reacted, they're probably not cross-watching you, to be honest. It's like, I think they'd be afraid so much as to sniff in your direction, because that's how strong your reaction was. But it's like, if people, I mean, I have to lecture people all the time about earth energy and what that's like, and water energy and what that's like. And it's like, do you know how far you have to push a water sign in a negative direction before they finally cut out their feelings for you? Do you have any idea? So when I tell you, honey, go easy on yourself, be patient with yourself, it's going to take you a minute to disentangle your feelings from this. That's exactly what that means. So I know you did the work on the surface. Okay? I see your spirit taking off. It's beautiful. It's like, I'm out. That's it, I'm out. I'm out. It's no longer my shit. It does feel like you've been released. And the truth will set you free, and so it did. So go easy on yourself. I see you doing the cleanup work. Trust the process. Alright? Trust the process. Don't beat yourself up, please. We all have to learn shit the hard way sometimes. And, you know, that's it. It's not a failure. It's not a failure. It's only a failure if you don't learn from it. Okay? Because then we repeat our mistakes, yes? We don't want to do that. Your strength is the sun. You want to live and operate by the sun. It's your personal truth as you know it, and you're sticking to it. And it's like, I will never, ever ignore the truth or my feeling ever again. I hung out and waited way too long for this shit to fix itself or to show proof of healing, and it never did. Show me the sun, please, and the strengths. Show me the sun, please. Show me the sun, please, and strengths. Queen of Pentacles. Stability. Comfort. Self-care. That's what I'm talking about. Rest. Good, 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 good. Very good. Very good. Turn that attention on yourself. The cleanup work of your emotions will come in time when you emotionally disengage from this person, which again for water is the hardest part. Okay, when we disentangle ourselves from connections, emotions are the last thing to go. And sometimes if you fall out of love with somebody, they're the first thing to go. But that's not the case I'm saying. You were actually actively trying to get yourself to fall out of love with this person. So again, take it easy. It's not going to be an overnight thing. Your strengths are that you're willing to be happy and you're willing to do some alone time. I agree. You're going to need it. Okay? You're going to need some recovery time, and I always recommend this for water signs. Don't go from cup to cup. You need some rest in between. Okay? Your love energies. You have not lost your enthusiasm for the sun. That's beautiful. Good on you. Okay? But take time out in between love energies always. This is going to be critical to your healing, your sense of self-care, and self-regulation. You're going to need it. Please rest your energy. It needs it. Okay? So the Four of Swords is literally taking time out. This is quiet time. This is quiet, personal time. Leave me the hell alone. Don't knock on my door. Time. You're going to be a homebody for a while. That's all right. You need to. It's part of the healing process. Take care of thyself. Feed yourself right. Okay? I don't know why I had to say that, but I just did. Make sure you're feeding yourself correctly. I don't know why I'm getting that. Don't eat junk food, something like that. Get back on your health regimen. I don't know what that's... I don't know where that's coming from. Get back to eating clean foods, taking care of your body. It's not just about pampering and getting your nails done, honey. I'm talking about real physical healing here. Your home space, your personal space, your physical space, your body, as well as your home. Get quiet. Keep the energy to yourself. Rediscover you. What makes you comfortable. And what makes you feel like you are cared for. If you cannot nurture yourself, you cannot nurture anyone else. These are basic principles, right? You can't love someone else unless you love you first. This is how it works. The same is true for nurturing. This is the same for pleasures, and so on and so forth. So it's looking like you are very willing to take that time out, and it looks like you need it. Okay? Now, your Seven of Swords is your doubts. As you go through your recovery period, you're going to have doubts. Seven of Swords. This is the shit that's still kind of plaguing your mind a little bit. And it's internal. Alright? These are thoughts. Seven of Swords. Show me that Seven of Swords, please. 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 Some of you are in the process of making a green smoothie while I said this. I keep seeing a blender with green stuff going around and around. Some of you are making a green smoothie or something like that. Hi. As I said that, it's like, I'm eating my greens right now. Yeah. The King of Wands. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So, here we go. Your energy is trying to pull itself back on point. Some of you, FYI, you're pulling your energy aside while you are concentrating on yourself at home, private, quiet time. As we discussed, this is going to be part of your healing, and it's very critical to your healing. Seven of Swords. Your mind has started to pull away in a different direction, wondering if maybe you couldn't have an all-new opportunity elsewhere. Ace of Pentacles, it could be a financial thing, it could be a job thing. And the reason why I'm leaning towards job is because the King of Wands is here. So, in career, there is never better energy coupled up with the Ace of Pentacles as it is with the King and Queen of Wands. So this is ambition, this is drive, this is focus. So while many of you are in your space of I'm fulfilling my own happiness at this time, thank you very much, leave me alone. I'm good. You know, don't come knocking. I'm fine. Thank you. I'm healing. Leave me alone. And I'm making myself happy. Part of you wonders if it isn't time to open up to new opportunities. A part of you gets really excited by it. The King of Wands, the inclination possibly for new work or something to do in the work realm coin. I do see it as job potential. One that you have been leaning towards, but you're not giving too much of the weight of your energy. So this is, again, under your contemplation. So you're talking about a whole new start package. You are heavily contemplating a new offer. Ace of Pentacles. And it is coming across as work opportunity. Your mind pulls back from a little bit, but your energy is leaning in towards it. So you're not quite there yet, but it is under contemplation. Okay? It's there, it's legit, and it might be possible. Absolutely. But make sure your energy's on point before you pursue an Ace of Pentacles. But I can see where your mind is leaning. You seem to be kind of excited by that opportunity, and I hope you explore it. I do. I do. I think some of you were thinking about transitioning jobs anyway. That's why it's kind of coming across, and the idea gets you excited. King of Wands. So hopefully, with a little bit more self-care, regulation, healing, okay? You're going to start leaning more towards work. Opportunities there. Money. Okay, Three of Wands. Fears and hopes, fears and hopes. What you waiting on, what you hoping on? Good. Should you wait? Should you hope? I don't know about this. I think this is over. Some of that Three of Wands, please. Let's see what you're hoping for. Chariot. Ah. And there you are again. There's Pisces. You have a lot of hypothetical energy coming up in your near future. I'm just saying you recalibrate. That's all. Okay? I'm just saying you recalibrate. You had a massive tower. And when we have massive towers like that, everything we touch tends to get adjusted, shifts, slides in different directions. Well, that was this way, and now I'm going this way. We had a massive tower moment, so everything you're looking at and touch and see is starting to take a new perspective. It's not just new work opportunity on your mind, it's also about being in love again. Should you reasonably look at that? Do you have hope for it? You say you're not ready. 8 of Cups. You're interested about being in love again, just not right now. So you really are shifting the dynamic of multiple areas in your life, which is what happens when we have dramatic towers like this. I'm not seeing anything conclusive. You are still back here exuding your strengths of I need to take care of myself. And as you continue to do this, you feel more and more that you are under your sun. Okay? Trust the process. Between your thoughts and your intuition, you can't go wrong. If you are starting to lean more towards new work opportunities, go that direction. If you feel like you're ready to open up to a new love cycle, then you're going to start to drift towards that direction. However, I have to tell you already, you haven't given up on being in love, but you're also telling me I'm not ready yet. 8 of Cups. Okay. So all these concepts that are good, the Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Wands, it's like I feel a little flavor of this, I feel a little flavor of that. It's like your taste buds are waking back up to different areas now that could be new and opening themselves up to you. The loved one, I have to tell you, is under serious contemplation. It's vague and far out on the distance. In other words, maybe one day I'll be in love again, but not right now. So that tells me you haven't lost the hope, but you're not jumping into a new cup, and I say good on you. I don't think you should be. However, 7 of Cups, let's do it. Let's take a look at it. You know, FYI, yeah, that's what I thought. FYI, that person's going to try to contact you again. Part of you anticipates it. By then you're going to be surprised to find that yes, you are indeed emotionally checked out from that situation, but I am obligated to report it. That's for some of you, not all of you. Some of that 7 of Cups, please, as the outcome. Show me that 7 of Cups, please. Some of that 7 of Cups, please. So yeah, when we have dramatic towers like this, Pisces, you're going to take a minute. You've got to take a minute. You're going to take more than a minute. You're going to shift focus, shift areas. Contemplate the new, where you've been, where you're going, all that stuff. So this is not conclusive at all. This is far-reaching. We're not near that at all. Not the Pisces I'm looking at. But you are seeing things in a fresh way. You still have hope to be in love again, just not right now. It seems like your energy is leaning more towards the Ace of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles, in due course and in due time, you will start seeing people again. However, you're going to be a little resistant. It's going to be a little back and forth, give and take. But still with the idea of meeting a higher level of desire. A higher level of star pathway. I agree. There will be some connections here you resist. There will be others that you give some of your energy and attention to. Most of them will not be taken seriously. And that's because you're kind of panning for gold. Like I said, you are interested and have not lost hope for being in love. However, you're not committing to anyone right away, nor should you be. You will, however, start to dabble in cups at some point. Eventually you will. You don't seem to be too enthused about many of them. But I do see you balancing with some people here and there. They're new cups. You haven't met them yet. But you find the whole process frustrating and exhausting. You're not really into it. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel organic to you. Okay? You're not in a place to be in love yet. You want to be, but you're not. You're kind of resisting the process of meeting people, which is not an accusation. I just think it's perfectly reasonable. So don't put yourself out there unless you feel like you're well or truly already. Because you are looking more for a star as opposed to a 6 of Pentacles. Right? So you might entertain a cup or two. You might, in other words, in translation, you might go out on a date or two. But you're not feeling it. You're not ready. But also the idea is like, I'll know what to do when I feel that strong desire. The star. When I feel that strong hope, it can't just be some mediocre back and forth bullshit. Right? And I don't want to fall in love again with the next person. I anticipate to fall in love again, but I don't want it to be with just anyone. I'm looking for a star. I'm panning. I'm panning for the gold, right? So yeah, in your outcome, I see you generally in a vague, fuzzy, non-committal sense. Dating here and there. It's nothing overwhelming. You're kind of frustrated by the whole process. 9 of Wands, you're not into it. You're kind of looking for the star. In the interim, I see you focusing more on a potential Ace of Pentacles. That's where your energy seems to actually want to go. So follow your intuition, follow your truth. You've already told me that you're going to do this, so stick to that plan. If something doesn't feel right, then it doesn't feel right. If something does feel right, then it does feel right. The point is that you have different avenues that are opening up toward you now that were not there prior to whatever that tower was. That tower represented a radical shift. So now your energies, be they love, sex, money, because of that Tower, are now moving in different directions that they couldn't before. The world is opening up to you. You're opening up to the world. You're seeing things differently. You're experiencing new levels of hope and ideas. But the key to all this, in terms of your readiness, is going to come down to you taking care of yourself, making yourself happy first. This is what making yourself happy looks like. And that's going to inform you about who you're connecting with in future. Okay? So, by all means, put yourself out there a little bit here and there, but this is further out. This is not tomorrow. This is further out. I can tell you, you're going to connect with a couple of cups and you're going to reject them. Most of them. That's normal. That's normal. You're not interested in the kitty stuff. The low-level connections. You're not into it. And you don't want to humor them. And like I said, you find the whole process exhausting. You are telling me, however, Christina, if I see a star, if I meet a star, if I feel the star, I'll go towards that. But I don't want to be messing around with low-level connectivity. You know, I don't want to date just for the sake of it. It's not fitting me. Okay. And saying where you're coming from, I get it. That actually makes perfect sense to me. Like I said, you have not given up on love, but you're not in a space to accept it either. You want to hold out for something higher. Okay. It feels a bit ludicrous to do a time check on this Tower. It seems to be happening now, and for some of you it happened just a couple weeks ago. That seems a bit silly. This is interesting. This person might try to after things kind of cool down, whatever that means to this person. When things might cool down, they might try to reapproach you, not once but twice. You're going to cut them down both twice. And in so doing, you will feel better. But for the most part, I just see you trying to separate yourself, your emotions, from whatever this was. So let's start there. When you get more comfortable in your King of Cups energy, when might that be? When might that be? King of Cups, please. Show me that energy. When? About 7 weeks from now. A couple months. You'll probably feel more like yourself. King of Cups. Like you understand where you were coming from, what you were feeling. You don't deny it. But you're also not trying to feel those feelings for that person anymore. And you're not trying to accept their feelings either. So they might try to reapproach you in a couple of months. 7 weeks, possibly. The 7th also might be important. Yeah, they're going to want to try to talk. So possibly the 27th for some of you might be important. There's that 2 of Wands, the conversation. I just don't see you entertaining it, to be honest. I just want to see where you become more comfortable. I keep getting 7, 7, 7. So 7th, the 14th, the 27th, and the 16th might be important to some of you. I just want to know when you get to be more comfortable, okay, with who you are, and then transitioning forward into your future, which is now open to you. Let's go ahead and jump over here. I see you trying to date a couple of folks, but you're not into it. You're interested in the star. Achieving your hopes and your desires. Your heart's not open at this time. It's not for lack of love. You just want it to be the right one. Any progress on this star, please? Okay. Justice. Now, Libra season. Now, we are in Libra season. I don't think that's... I don't mean like now. It might be a year from now. After what you went through? I would say a year's reasonable. I would say a year is reasonable. Also the 8th, Temperance, until you need time to heal. So again, I don't want you rushing in between cups. I think you know that as well. You've already told me you're not into it. And the people you connect with, just be honest with them too. You know? I'm trying to put myself out there, but I don't know that I'm ready. I may not be ready. In fact, maybe I shouldn't be doing this at all. So just be honest with yourself. Because you do need more time. So Temperance is here, time will pass, and for some of you, you might be ready to open up your cups in a more substantial way in a year from now, and that's if you resonate with this real tarot, honey. You're not going to have a major thing like this happen. I'm like, oh, Pisces, you're going to fall in love with the one in a month from now, and then you're going to get married. What the fuck is that? That's not realistic. It's not realistic at all. I told you, you need a break, honey. You're going to be concentrating on yourself for the next year. Okay? This Ace of Pentacles, that's more like it. This Ace of Pentacles, for some of you, you'll be contemplating moving your careers upcoming now in October. For some of you, the 10th, the 14th, the 4th might be important. Five months for some of you. That will present itself in time with the Wheel and Fortune. You will know when to move forward in the Ace of Pentacles as a little more time passes. Okay, when you get a little more confident. For somebody, that's 4 to 5 months from now. Okay, that's enough of that. I don't know why I'm pulling this. I just told you not to engage in any new romantic relationships, but I told to pull from this, so I'm pulling from it. I'm just glad to see such strong movement from the Pisces collective, because I feel like you guys have been teetering for months in terms of your energetic movement. Healing family issues, make the effort, getting to know each other. Excuse me. So we have some healing here. Healing of family issues, make the effort. You did that, getting to know each other. So make sure that you yourself are healed within your own issues before you try to make any effort in getting to know others. Yeah, I think that's a good summary of your outcome. It's like don't move forward until you know you're ready to move forward. And for some of you, that will not be for a year from now, because you have massive healing to do. Very soon just went in reverse. So yeah, like I said, not anytime soon. Thank you, Spirit, for backing me up. That was what I was supposed to see. Okay. I don't know why I'm pulling from this one either. What's going on? Spirit's just trying to give you as much information as possible. Today they got me pulling from all sorts of stuff. What am I supposed to see here, please? What am I supposed to see here, please, for Pisces? Two of Pentacles, wishy-washy, back and forth, confusion. 9 of Cups, about pleasure, happiness. 8 of Pentacles, making it work. What about it? 6 of Cups. Okay. Don't. This is what stage your energy to begin with. Don't fall for it. I think you know this, but Spirit's just trying to drive the point home. I told you this person is going to try to present their love vehicle in love energy. I'm still in love with you, Pisces. Not once, but possibly twice. As I'm seeing it here too. They're going to say, I still love you. I still have strong feelings for you. Yes, we can work through it. We've been together a long time. But with it comes bearing the 5s, the worst of the 5s. The 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. It's coming from a negative space. I'm sure that they do have regret, and I'm sure that they do have a sense of sadness attached to them. I know. But at the same time, it's coming from a place of, I need to feel better about this situation. So maybe we can work through it. Like I said, if there was any evidence of healing prior to this, it would have presented itself by now. Whatever it is that the proof that set you free, honey, is exactly that. So take it for what it is. They have shit that they need to work through. And them presenting to you a sort of guilty conscience wrapped up in love is something you don't need to deal with it is not for you to work through. That's their shit to work through, not yours. So a lot of people want to be given a second chance or to work through things just to ease their own conscience. Not necessarily that they learned something, but they just need to kind of rectify the situation. Or they want to make up for the situation. And that's why I see you. Part of this is you. Yes, absolutely. Disengaging your feelings from this person. But also they come bearing something back into you. Not once, but twice. I saw it. Dang it. I was hoping I was wrong. And the Spirit's confirming it. Nope. We've been together a long time. I still have feelings for you. I'm so confused. I don't know what happened. We can work through it. Yeah, I'm sure they are still confused. And that's what happens when you don't do your work. About what we do and why we do it. And the motivation, that's for them to work out, not for you. You know this. You keep it to yourself. You got your own stuff to do. They got their own stuff to do. Okay? Good luck to them. I hope they learn what they need to learn. You know, I don't want to keep digging. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at it. I wanted to know what the hell happened, but to be honest with you, I'm not terribly interested anymore. Just let it be. Okay? You do your thing. They need to go do their own thing. They need to learn what they need to learn. Okay? Oh my, so we're just pulling out all the stops today for Pisces. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Yes, yes, yes. What is going on, please? What else is Pisces supposed to see? I just do what Spirit tells me. Okay. When you see me look over like that, they're telling me to look at a deck. I couldn't let you get close to me. The timing just wasn't right for us. I hope that you can forgive me. Oh, I'm sure. I hope that you can forgive me. Yes, by all means, I hope you learn to forgive them too. And it should be from a distance. They need to learn what they need to learn. You need to learn what you need to learn. You need to move on. You said that you're done. You won't ever hear from me again. I think you meant it. That doesn't mean that they're done necessarily trying to talk to you. So do keep that in mind. Something here about the timing wasn't right, or I didn't mean for that to happen, or wasn't supposed to be like that. I couldn't tell you what was going on. I couldn't tell you the timing. The timing was never right to tell you. Oh dear. Oh dear. Your timing was never right to tell you. Oh, there's never a good time for anything, honey. It's just best to get on with it. I hope that you can forgive me. Okay. Water signs don't put me through it. Earth signs killed it. Tarot's not a competition, but I can tell you, when the elements kill it, they kill it. And when it's complex, it's complex. Honey, the water signs were nothing but complex this week. Scorpios, if you can believe it, was the easiest by far compared to yours and Cancer. Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Okay, there it is. Okay, so speaking of Cancer, you might be connecting to Cancer. This is the crab. You might have some very strong Cancer in your chart, in which case, again, check theirs out. The letter D and big glasses. I typically say big masculine glasses. For some of you who are male, you wear the big masculine glasses. Or perhaps you just wear very large sunglasses. I don't know. Or perhaps it's kind of like, I don't typically get this, but it's like you couldn't see the other person's eyes. Big star, Aquarian energy, big Aquarian energy. K and the great white shark, Scorpio energy. Also in this respect, I have to agree. So with the sharks, not all sharks, but a lot of sharks are built biologically in this way that they have to keep swimming or they'll die. Keep going. That's my point. Just keep going. Dory from Nemo, just keep swimming. Pisces, you do what you do best, honey. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. It is what you do. Okay, in And let's see, the deer, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So again, that's KDN. I didn't get any medallions. Any medallions, please? 1, Scorpio. Exiting energy, entry energy, and then for some of you, I think I noted from the very beginning, you might have some very strong Scorpio in your chart. Use it. 2 Ds and a V. Okay, that's enough. You might have a lot of dominant energy in your chart, though. I'm seeing heavy Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. The only one who's missing is Taurus. Huh. That might be something for you. That's enough, Pisces. Like I said, get to where you need to be. Was this a pretty reading? No. Does it rejoice in the human spirit? Yes. Is it all about the truths and getting to where you need to be? Yeah. I'll take that. I'd rather get you to where you need to be than stay stuck where you're not supposed to be. That's what the Tower's for. 2 types of people who see the Tower as an advantage, a change that was needed and necessary, thus they provoke it, wish it, want it, desire it. There's others who fear it. They don't want to deal with the truth. They don't want to hear that their building was built on a faulty premise, and thus it was inevitable that it was going to come tumbling down. Which one are you? The way that you reacted, standing in your power, strength, 10 of Swords. Indeed, the truth set you free. It wasn't the easy truth, but it was your truth. And go live your life. And to the best of your abilities. In time, as I see the Piscean Collective make more active changes, I have to say this all the time, I will not see changes in a collective until more people in the collective choose to make change. I saw a big old chunk of Pisces make change in this past month, or change was brought upon you, and you dealt with it very well. Rededicated your principles to truth and intuition. Excellent. And as I continue to see this energy level out, because right now it's peaking like this, and it will level out. It might even calm down a little bit. Okay? I will see more advancement in these other areas. Career, life, self-care, possibly even new love. I won't know until you know. But I look forward to it. I hope to see new adventures for you, and your life path opening up the way it was supposed to. And don't mourn what was lost. Rejoice in what is yet to be. I'll see you in a couple weeks, Pisces. Sarah sees she fit always. Take care. Be well.